Welcome, guys. It is hashtag and it is your favorite channel, GOtv TV. And of course, this is where we get to tell you all things trending. Yeah, how do we say here? Your one-stop shop for all things trending, especially on X. It is a very, very busy Thursday, I'm telling you. So we are just going to be running. It's a pacey flight, guys. So tighten your belt. Now, I'm not flying solo today, as usual. I got my co-anchor here, Ikechukwu. How are you? Hi, busy day today.
Yeah, very busy day. A lot trending.
I'm telling you.
So many things.
So much. And we are going to do justice.
Absolutely.
To all
That's
of them.
all
Are you game?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Great Ife is a very hashtag today. So the Obafemi Awolowo University is trending because it just released a document. So this is what I'm saying basically. I'm just going to take you straight to X in a short while. So this is the crux of the matter. No hugging between opposite sex on campus. No tattoo, no heavy makeup, no sagging of your pants, yeah, and a lot of others, right? So if you do it, you're going to be rusticated. That's it. As in no go come for this one. So let's go to X. The reactions are hilarious, guys. So I'll take you to X so that you just have a feel of what we're talking about. A number of publications put the post up. So let's do justice like we promised, shall we? X, what's X saying? Sahara Reporter says, Obafemi Awolowo University bans heavy makeup, sagging, tattoos. Others in new policy threatens rustication. There's another one. Let's take a look at it. So I just did a screenshot of what The Guardian said, The Guardian Online. So basically, this is it. The Obafemi Awolowo University, OAU, Ile-Ife, has launched a battle against immorality and indecent dressing on campus by placing a ban on public kissing and hugging by the opposite sex. Any skimpy dresses as well banned, making of tinted hair banned, tattoos and others banned as well. It also asked the students to desist from wearing any dress or items that cover their faces, and also banned opposite sex students from sitting on each other's lap. Let's go. Okay, the last paragraph. The school management said sexually proactive dresses or provocative dresses, beg your pardon, will no longer be allowed in the school. So Trending Explained also has a different spin to this one. It says, Great Ife is trending because the Great Obafemi Awolowo University released an updated dress code list. Apparently, they have a serious problem with braids. The one raising brows is number 5, where wearing bum shorts is described as a misconduct. Kissing, hugging, braids for men, dyed hair, massaging or sitting on laps of the opposite sex all come with 2 semesters rustication. Use of makeup, heavy makeup, some publications will say, body piercing, rumpled clothes, skimpy dresses, multicolored hairstyles for women, etc. all carry 1 semester rustication. Guys, you must iron your clothes. That's what they're saying. Now, Nigerians are wondering when or how the great University of Ife became a primary secondary school. Previous SUGs have been fighting this, and the school issued similar dress codes terms in 2022-2023. It was vehemently rejected. Let's take a look at the reactions now, shall we? So Omoleye, thank you, Ike. Omori says, I'm crying that Obafemi Awolowo University, OAU, is focusing on dress codes like bump shots, and the institution hasn't invented anything in forever. Not even a Yoruba keyboard for a desktop computer. A Yoruba keyboard. Is it something like that? Are you kidding me? And then it goes on to say, do they think it's just about handling certificates? Even if we talk about instilling knowledge, the lecturer will still threaten you. Quote, do you think you deserve first class? End of quote. OAU just let theirs get out to the public share. Is sure other schools have similar or worse policies. So do you think so, Ikechukwu? Well, there are more reactions though. Let's take a look at them. So Lana says, which school? Definitely not Obafemi Awolowo University. Well, girl, sorry, it is the same school we're talking about. More reactions, let's take a look at them now. So Mo says, they have said their own, no be today. Certified Troublemaker says, now makeup be their problem now. Fred Vargas says, good. The man wey sabi says, students they upgrade, lecturers still they use 90s handout. What do you expect? Lagos Island Finest says, for tertiary institution, they play. One last one, and this is one dissenting voice. Destiny says, good policy implementation is the key in Nigeria. See the person's photo there? Putin. The Russian president. What big deal? This is what's trending right now. It's breaking the net.
It's sad.
It's sad?
Yeah, it's very sad.
Destiny says it's good.
Well, I mean, even Abacha, as terrible as people say he was, he had his followers. People definitely, I mean, everybody will not agree, right? Mm-hmm. So it's normal to see voices like this. But the thing is, I mean, this is supposed to be a federal school, federal institution.
But it is. It's not supposed to be. It is.
That's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be a federal institution, right? Mm-hmm. And not a private or one religious school that will say, okay, these are the code of conduct for the school. Mm-hmm. Now you're talking about all of these things, and then the school curriculum, the school syllabus is, I mean, I don't know the last time they actually updated it, right? The things that will definitely make the society better. Are these things, are going to actually make the student better?
Someone said you've not been able to invent a Yoruba keyboard.
Exactly, we've been complaining about people have been complaining about Nigerian graduate not employable, right? What are you doing as a school? One of the if Nigeria were to be in US, this is one of the Ivy League schools, right? One of the top 5 schools in the country, and it
probably will be the hub of innovation.
Yes, exactly. So we're expecting schools like this to actually lead innovations, lead academic excellence, not these things.
So when you talk of Ivy League schools, you're talking like the likes of Harvard.
Yes, and the Harvard, Yale. These are the Ivy League schools. But you have this, and these are the schools that lead innovation in US. These are the schools that brings out, that churn out the top, people who become presidents, who become, leaders in the society. But you focus on something as peripheral as makeup, rumpled clothes.
Rumpled clothes.
In a country where you're not even guaranteed to get 24 hours supply of electricity. And then these guys are students.
The opposite sex are not supposed to hug.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm thinking maybe the body piercing part, the tattoos, but hey,
even in churches,
how about hugging?
Opposite sex even hug.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and the peck.
Yeah. So, but
okay, just calm down. Yeah, we'll see how. This is not it. This is
if there's anything I know about OAU is that there's this aluta spirit in them. They're definitely going to fight.
It's called Great Ife.
They're definitely going to fight it. It's certain.
So there's probably going to be part 2 of this. Yes,
of course. They'll most likely fight.
As this unfolds, guys, I'm going to keep you posted. Keep your fingers crossed. We move on now to the next hashtag, APC chairman. Of course, the APC is trending today. The party had its 14th meeting of the National Executive Committee. And there's a new chairman, APC chairman, and he is from Plateau State. He happens to be the humanitarian minister, right? So he's going to be wearing double caps or something.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a short while. But let me take you to X, so you see how this is trending. Lots of APC chieftains are coming out to say congratulations. We're also going to take a number of talking points. The president said a couple of talking points from the meeting. But first, let's see what the NTA is saying. NTA Network says, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Professor Nentawe Yilwata emerges new APC national chairman. This is the first time the APC is having a professor as its chairman. I think so. There's a video. Credit goes to the NTA, guys. Take a look.
I, Professor Nentawe Yilwata, do solemnly affirm that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the All Progressive Congress,
that
as national chairman
of
All Progressive Congress,
I will discharge my duties
to
the best of my ability,
faithfully,
and in accordance with the Constitution of the party, and always in the interest
of the integrity of the integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the party as contained in its constitution and manifesto. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will, to the
last part, I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct. Amen to that. Yeah. So there are accolades pouring in and congratulatory messages for the new APC chairman. Let's take a look. The next one is from the NIDCOM chairman, Abike Dabiri. Back to X. Let's see. She's congratulating the new APC chairman. That's her. Abike Dabiri says, hearty congratulations to the new APC chairman, Professor Nentawe Geshwe Yilwata, wishing him success as he stirs the affairs of the artificial APC NG. The next one now is coming from former sports minister, who is currently a special advisor to the president, Sunday Dare. He says, APC gets new chairman in Professor Nentawe Geshwe Yilwata. Takes oath of office immediately. Former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Professor Yilwata is a distinguished academic, a visionary leader, and a passionate advocate for humanitarian and poverty reduction initiatives. Born on August 8, 1968 in Dungung, Kanke local government area, that's in Plateau State, he hails from a lineage of service, being the son of the late Reverend Toma Yilwata. Reverend Yilwata. Interesting. The APC Nigeria says Professor Nentawe Yilwata has been elected as the new national chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC at the 14th meeting of the National Executive Committee NEC of the party. Next one now is going to be talking about the president's talking points. This is AI affair, and President Tinubu says it is not a bad idea to abandon a sinking ship. Stay away from the coalition of confusion. You remember, Ikechukwu, how just yesterday, Bukola Saraki of the PDP, the former Senate president, has said those abandoning the PDP for the APC are doing it out of anger and that it is a miscalculation. Now, in a short while, you're going to be taking a look at the president talk. But before we take a look at the president, I don't know whether you want to talk about the new APC chairman.
No, I don't.
Oh, you have nothing. I guess that's much. Now, guys, let's take a listen to the president as he advises his party members that it's not a bad idea to abandon sinking ship.
It's not a bad idea to abandon the sinking ship and be absent from a coalition of confusions.
So he's calling the coalition a coalition of confusion.
Yeah, well, he's allowed to use any word to actually describe his opposition. But of course, when you see a man, when a man continues to talk about a particular thing, it means that thing has substance. It means that thing has something he's afraid of.
And he's probably meditating on it.
Absolutely, because if that is not giving you a sleepless night, if it's not living rent-free in your head, you will not be talking about it.
Living rent-free, that's interesting.
So
this thing, he's talking about it in the APC NEC meeting.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So every single time, when they're doing their calculation for 2027, that coalition will be at the front burner.
Yeah.
It will be first before you mention PDP, before you mention LP, before you mention any political party. That is going to be how we're going to ensure it doesn't work. And even if it works, how we're going to actually make sure before they even come out with a flag bearer, they will reduce their strength to almost nothing. Yeah, that's going to be what the conversation.
And that's a Herculean task, if you ask me.
True. And again, when you speak like this of your adversary, it means that you're actually projecting that, you guys are definitely not going to amount to anything.
Well,
yes. I mean, because now the onus now lies on the people he's talking about to actually step up the plate and prove to him that, you might think we are, collision of confusion, but we're definitely going to ensure that you're confused at the end of the day.
Wow. That's a line, I can tell you. Now, another thing the president said was that the governors should wet the ground, that Nigerians are complaining. So he said, you guys deliver. And he's got people talking. And there's someone said, what does he mean, wet the ground? Well, let's take a look at the tweet first, the post, and then you take a listen to the president. So we go back to X, shall we? Yeah. Okay, so Imran Mohammed says, quote, Nigerians are still complaining at the grassroots to you, the governors. You have to wet the grass. Okay, wet the grass, not ground. You have to wet the grass small and lead the way in delivering progressive change to Nigerians, end of quote. And then Imran says, President Tinubu tasks the governors. Take a listen.
And the ones already expressed at the SONA chapters to meet regularly to strengthen our grassroots mobilization and unity. We need to do that. Nigerians are still complaining at grassroots. To you, the governors, you have to wet the grass more. And lead the way in delivering progressive change to Nigerians. May God bless our democracy. And
all right, guys, that's it. Wet the grass more. We're going to be taking a look at the reactions in a short while. But I'm thinking, Ikechukwu, can the president's handlers get him a teleprompter or something?
Well, sometimes you just have to, read through perhaps just a note or something. It's not going to deliver a very long speech, and it's a very...
But for the optics, though, I think it would have worked.
Yeah, it's an open space. So where are they going to put the teleprompter?
This is not rocket science.
I know it's not rocket science.
But people are actually reacting to this particular comment the president made. Let's go back to X so you take a look at what Nigerians are saying about governors wetting the grass more. Someone asked that by sharing rice or something. But this one, Amigo says, wet the grass small, question mark. And Maga Frank says, a man who is always fond of shifting blame to others. Why are you nodding? Why are you nodding?
Very true.
Ikechukwu is just nodding his head.
That's very correct.
So which one now? The second one?
Very profound. Yeah.
How do you mean? Okay, so you're saying because he said he said to the governors that Nigerians are
pushing the ball. Who determines the policy that is impoverishing Nigerians? Is it the governors?
Yeah. So you mean the governors have nothing to do to ensure that in Nigeria, people in their states
they don't have the power to.
Really?
Yes.
Oh
inflation.
My gosh.
See, okay, monetary policy. The
fuel subsidy removal, yeah.
Every single thing that is making the life of an average Nigerian, people cannot go to farm. Who controls security?
So a governor is not a chief security officer. Chief security officer of the
Your
state.
constitution might say so, but technically they don't control the police.
So you might say you might say that the federal government has to take care of her citizens, but also the governors have a role to play in ensuring that people at the grassroots are happy as well.
See, let's be very honest with ourselves, right? The way Nigeria is designed, the governors don't have power to make policies that will change, the life of their citizens.
So you're talking about the system of true federalism that we operate.
Yes,
now.
I mean,
which is why people are calling for restructuring.
If the governors have, the ability to do whatever it is they want to do in their states to better the life of their citizens, create power, ensure that the state is secured. Like you personally, get your own state police, the man who is going to be loyal to you. Every single person within the state, are the ones actually working for the state. You're not like a man from Kaduna who knows next to nothing about how the nook and crannies in Osogbo is. The person becomes DPO in that particular part of the world and then take command directly from the IG. You don't run a state like that. Right. And then yes, exactly. So if you want to do something, do it properly. Then when you start asking questions, nobody in America, right? Nobody in America, when citizen of America wants to complain, first they look at their governor because they know the power the governor wields. Of course, you remember in 2020 when President Trump was actually going head-to-head with Cuomo, the governor of New York, how it was easy for him to, because every single thing in New York, right, is very much under him. So let's run a state where the state governors run virtually everything and then pay little tax to the center. Then we cannot have this conversation of, let the governors wear the grass. How are they supposed to go?
You keep using America as an example.
Yes, because
it's not as if it's a perfect society. You do remember just this year when there was a protest in one of the states, really, and the president sent the National Guard to quell the protest. And he didn't even let the state governor know. I think the case went to court eventually.
Good to know that.
Yeah.
Now, why?
Because the governor is supposed to be the one in charge.
Do you know why they're called the National Guard? Right, in America, every state, the military of every state is called the National Guard. And when they are going out, they federalize the troop and they call them the United States Army. So it means that the states, the military of that state is who the president, ask through the security chiefs to actually go do that job. Now, if it's a governor, right? Without
the governor's consent or knowledge.
Right. Now, which means that the person who actually carried out that duty, because that's the leader of the National Guard in the state, will definitely carry out that particular order. That person also has the right to say, no, I'm loyal to my governor and I'm not going to do it, and heaven will not fall. So now,
but that person didn't say that. Why I brought this out was just so you know, the US is not a perfect society.
I'm saying
so these things happen there.
No society is perfect.
Yeah, I know, right? I just wanted to put that out.
Yes,
but can we move on?
Not
we've got lots of hashtags. So next hashtag is hashtag Osun PDP Lawmakers. So a lot is happening, right, in Osun State. Some lawmakers, senators actually decamped from the PDP to the APC. But also there were rumors that some members of the State House of Assembly had decamped. So they came out openly, 25 of them, to say, no, we have not. Right, I'm going to be showing you that in a short while. So why don't we just go to X so you take a look at what's happening in Osun State. It is hashtag Osun PDP Lawmakers. So Vanguard newspaper says Osun senators who defected to APC miscalculated Governor Adeleke's aide. That is Ademola Adeleke now, who is talking. That's the aide to Governor Adeleke. He said the senators who defected to the APC miscalculated. What they are saying is they were expecting that the governor himself would have decamped. So this was like preempting. So there's another one. Let's take a look at it now. That's the one I was telling you about. Africa Independent Television put up this one. 25 Osun State Assembly members deny defection to the APC. There you go. You have it from the horse's mouth. There's a last one now that's coming from the APC in Osun State. Let's take a look at it. Yaba Left Online says, we rejected Adeleke's defection because he's a liability. Osun APC. So what's up? What's going on?
Well,
you didn't remember how Davido, the governor of Osun State, his nephew?
Yeah.
He went to visit the president. And shortly after that, there was a photo op, between some of the Adelekes and the president and all of that. But it looked like the defection didn't happen, or were Nigerians reading things wrongly?
Well, the thing is, it's still early. Maybe the what's it called, the conditions for the defection is not yet concluded, because of course before I move, certain things have to actually be in place, because what it means is that if he's moving to the APC, the entire party structure of the APC belongs to him. He's going to actually control the APC structure in the state, and of course people have interest in that state, and a lot of persons will be looking at, no, you cannot come in. So there has to be conditions for it to actually happen. If that condition is not yet fulfilled, it doesn't make any sense for him to actually make that move now. But the thing is, he's come out to say he's definitely going to back the president of 2027. Yeah, he said. So it doesn't matter the party he is, why the president run for election 2027.
But he's also come out to say, like we saw in the first post put up by the Vanguard, that he said through his aide that the senators that decamped to the APC from the PDP miscalculated.
Yes, of course, they might have miscalculated because of his rhetoric saying that, I'm actually going to support the president for 2027. Maybe that's exactly why they actually decide, okay, it's time to actually move, not knowing that, the governor who's supposed to be the leader of the party in the state is here to actually make the move. But the truth is, come on, it's still the same thing. If he decides to actually sit, you know, in PDP and then support the president, the most important thing is that the both parties get what they want.
Absolutely.
Okay?
All right, so we'll wrap this up. Take a short break, yeah? Quick break. When we come back, the show continues. Stay with us, guys.
Everybody keep watching Voice of the People. All right? Love you all.
Hello, sweetie. What's going on? My name is Kiki. Keep watching VOP TV. Thanks.
Hey guys, what's going on? Olumide Oru, the Fresh Prince of Lagos here, and this is VOP TV, guys.
Hello guys, I want you to please keep on watching VOP TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hafiz Oyetoro. Please keep watching VOP TV.
Shout out to VOP TV.
Very big shout out to the fans and lovers of VOP TV. My name is Tayo Fanyuro. I'm an actor that you are going to live to love. Keep watching. Cheers.
Hi everyone, so shout out to VOP TV.
Welcome, guys. The show is hashtag right here on VOP TV. I am Vivian. I got my co-anchor here, Ikechukwu. Next hashtag we're talking about is hashtag immigration. So Senator Natasha was to travel to the UK today for her son's graduation. And at some point, she was detained by immigration. I'm talking about the embattled and suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. So she was briefly detained by the immigration. Her passport was seized, but she was released eventually after she made frantic calls to a number of people. So eventually, she traveled, right? So it's a good thing. But people are reacting to this particular one. Somebody called it the height of impunity. So let's just go to X. A number of publications took this, and it's deliberate when you see like 2-3 publications. I just wanted you to have a feel of it. Premium Times says Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan blocked and released at Abuja Airport. Next one. So Legit NG says Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan placed on watch list as immigration briefly detains her at Abuja Airport. Senator Natasha was briefly detained by immigration officials at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja on Thursday morning, July 24. The Kogi lawmaker was attempting to board a flight to the United Kingdom, and she was informed that her name had been placed on the watch list, allegedly on the orders of the leadership of the National Assembly. Eyewitnesses at the airport said the lawmaker resisted the travel restriction and made several urgent phone calls to senior immigration and government officials. After nearly an hour of back and forth, she was eventually cleared to board her flight. Contacted shortly before her British Airways flight took off, Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan confirmed the incident but offered no further comment. Let's take a look at the next one. Leadership News says immigration seizes, releases Senator Natasha's passport at Abuja Airport. So that a couple of reactions to this post by Leadership News. Let's take a look at it. So Ismail says the impunity is taking another shape. Arabakura says Nigeria. Daniel Samuel, Friday DSF says seize, release passport. Seize, releases passport. I beg, what was her offense again? Well, allegedly she was on the watch list. Aminu Meiwada says, why releasing her passport? You foreseize it for the next 10 years. It's crazy what's going on, yeah?
Yes, and we will continue to see stuff like this until Nigerians rise up. This is not going to be the last. They will continue to make...
Rise up, what do you mean?
Rise up against injustice and impunity.
This is Nigerians are rising up. This is one of the ways they control. What's your idea of rising up?
This is not how you rise up, right? When you march to the government house, when you confront the politicians. When they see that you are ready to give it all, then of course they will definitely come to the round table and then end all of this nonsense. But until then, we'll continue. I mean, she's an high-profile person. That's exactly why we are even
having this conversation.
If she was to be just another citizen, perhaps they would have whisked her away and put her, maybe in one underground hole somewhere at the outskirts of the country. But it's sad what she's going through, and it's not going to stop because they are definitely going to continue to make her life.
But it has to stop at some point. She's a fighter. We always said it. Now, eyewitnesses said she resisted the detention and fought it to a standstill, and she was released. So she's going to keep fighting. I'm sure there's going to be an end soon. In fact, an end is in sight. I don't want to waste too much time on this hashtag. Next one is hashtag GSTV and GOtv. Gosh, it's been sold, and the highest bidder is the owner. And now people are saying this is bad for Africa, but some people are saying it's good for Africa, and some people are saying, what now? Is it going to increase subscriptions and all of that? Does it get better? Let's just go to X so you see what's trending as regards DSTV and GOtv. It's so basically, Nigeria Story says French media again, French media giant Canal Plus acquires MultiChoice in $3 billion deal, gains full control of DSTV, GOtv. Next one. Fosh Olawale says, Omo, is this good or bad for Nigerians? So there are more reactions. Let's take a look at it. Wetin go come happen to my bonus, Glams says. Probably this is somebody that works with MultiChoice. And then Covenant Trader FX says, might be wrong, but this is a big risk for Africa. They might be better with tech and content or have global exposure than us. But I think we are slowly losing the African ownership, culture, and taking a big risk. Might turn out to be good or bad, though. Daniel Ajimak says, Canal Plus's $3 billion takeover of MultiChoice puts Africa's key media platforms like DSTV and GOtv under foreign control, raising concerns about cultural sovereignty and local content representation. The lack of government safeguards highlights weak protection of strategic industries, risking European dominance in shaping African media narratives and limiting homegrown creative and economic opportunities. So there is one more from Daniel who says this might be just a good thing. Let's take a look at that one now. So Daniel Rega says, he's saying it's actually not good. Don't see how this is positive news for the African media. The quest to always make money is costing us everything. So, I mean, what do you make of this? Nigerians are not taking this lightly.
This is sad.
It is?
Very sad. Two things. He who controls the media shape your mindset. He who gives you food controls how you live. And these are the two weapons, the West is actually using to control Africa. And come on, acquiring DSTV. And this is why I feel so sad for High Impact. A couple of years ago, they came out and they swept DSTV off. The Nigerian market.
High Impact or High TV?
Yeah, high TV. I think it's High Impact.
It's not High Impact. High Impact is a station which is really currently...
Okay, High Impact, okay.
Yeah,
High TV. Yeah. High TV is the name of the... Yeah. So that particular... it was owned by a Nigerian and it did a good job.
Absolutely.
And it was cheaper. In fact...
And it was very popular.
Yes. The only problem they had was, the owner squandered wealth and reduced that thing to...
Why is that always the narrative?
If that had stood now, would have, perhaps maybe they would might have even bought, might have even been the one that would buy off this DSTV. But you see what this thing is going to do, right? Now, they will now decide the content that goes there. They will now decide what you see. They will now decide how your narrative is shaped. If you're protesting, if they say against certain maybe Africans are protesting against bad world leaders, or against their leaders for corruption or whatever, and it's against the French policy, they will not air it. so many.
But then again, you have choices. You just go for something else. This is when
DSTV.
Where's
the choice?
This is the opportunity that Star Times and the rest have to like step up their game.
Right. See,
this is the opportunity.
This is where government comes in. This is where the government of the state. But the problem is this now: when the what's it called? The CIA say your president is an active asset. And then there's a move from the West to actually change the narrative. How do you expect the said person to step up?
Well, so this is an opportunity for other private investors to step up.
So if the president, who is supposed to be an active asset of the CIA, decides to actually kill out that opportunity for them to step up.
Oh my gosh! Now you're making me feel there is no hope. But there is always a light at the tunnel.
That's the thing.
But let's
honestly
I told you I'm an incurable optimist. But let's see how this particular one. Yeah, it's a $3 billion deal, and it has happened. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. We move on now to the next hashtag. Guys, we are taking a quick trip to the US. Hashtag Florida officers was trending. Please, in a short while, you're going to be watching a video. Viewers' discretion is advised. Please. It's not bloody, but there's some form of fisticuffs. So I take you to the BBC, a post the BBC put up regarding this particular one of a policeman handling a driver in Florida. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at that particular post by the BBC, and then another one. So BBC News World says, Florida officers suspended over viral traffic stop footage. There's another post by another person. Let's take a look at the next one. So HKS says, a sheriff's office in Florida has suspended an officer after he was filmed punching a driver during a traffic stop. William McNeil Jr. posted a video of himself sitting in his car as a policeman smashed the window, punched him, and dragged him to the ground. I understand the video is not ready, but it's amazing how William was able to film this while this thing was happening. It's a gory video if you watch it eventually. He was being slapped around and really manhandled. This has happened over and over again in the US, and it's still happening. Do you think it's because Trump is the president? He's been accused of being a white nationalist and all of that.
No, absolutely not. I mean, we've had cases of, this abuse of the blacks in America even way before Trump.
Yeah, but which escalated when he became president the first term, and then it's happening again.
I don't think that's the case, actually. The thing is, this incident, this man filmed, I want to believe the reason why he actually placed the camera where he placed it is because it's not the first time it's happening.
Oh, to him?
So yes. So he just felt, you know what, each time this thing happens, I get to witness, very, very terrible stuff like this. Maybe someday I'm going to actually pick this thing up, and then the world's going to see what it's like to actually be a black man, in this part of the world. It's sad, right? But when the Black Lives Matters happened, when George Floyd was killed, I told a friend, I said, this is not going to be the last time it's going to happen. Right? This is going to continue to happen until something is done about the way America, certain laws.
Can you hold your thoughts on George Floyd? Let's take a look at the video quickly, guys. It's basically, that's it. Take a listen.
Show me your hands. Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? Step out. What is your reason? Step out now. All right. No.
Oh.
So, guys, it is... I'm even speechless. I don't have words for it.
Yeah.
George Floyd, by the way, died.
Yes, and it wasn't...
I'm glad this dude is alive to tell the story.
Exactly. Now, if this dude has died...
I'm sorry I'm calling you a dude. It's Michael, yeah? William.
If he had died, what would have happened? Nothing. The same, Black Lives Matter, the policemen should be prosecuted, and that's all.
So this issue, is this a racist thing?
It is a racist
do you think a white man will be handled like this?
No, I don't think a white man will be handled like that.
But who knows? It's possible.
It's not. It's not. This has nothing to do with saying that the white people are actually wicked. This is a thing of I see myself as a higher human.
In fact,
and certain persons.
And this is not even an institutional thing. You might want to say this is just, and it's not. This officer had his mate, yeah.
There are about 3 of them.
Yeah, but it is just one officer that has been suspended at the meantime. At the moment, beg your pardon. This thing has me all jumbled up, yeah. But as this particular matter unfolds, we'll keep it posted. If I know the US, the blacks are not going to let this matter lie low, right? So as it unfolds, I'll let you know. Second to last is Hulk Hogan. Gosh, the legend is gone. And the WWE put up a post, rightly so, in honor of him. WWE says the legendary Hulk Hogan. Oh, and just the love emoji, right? Yeah, so let's talk about this a little bit.
Well, this is like I don't know. Every industry has, you know, more like the pathfinder of that particular industry. The man who made, you know, who grew the audience of that particular industry. This is the man who made, you know, WWE lovable across the world. Because before him, a lot of persons still watch, but he actually came with his own art, and because of his signature, he's got a lot of moves, right? You know, the man who, the way he moves his hair,
tricks,
you know, tears singlets, and every
he
single
was
thing.
Just lovable.
He embodied the entertainment. Yeah. So it's going to be missed.
May so rest in peace. Hogan, massive respect. Just rest wherever you are. Last hashtag for today is Formula One. Nigeria is considering hosting the Formula One Grand Prix, and there are hilarious reactions online. Ikechukwu is laughing already. I don't know why you're laughing. Guys, someone actually on X said, Nigerians, be optimistic for once, we can do it. But let me just take you to X now so you take a look at how this particular hashtag is going down. It is hashtag Formula One. Let's go, let's do this thing. X. Okay, so basically, some people are saying for which road you want to do them, and some people are saying it probably might happen in Abuja. You know, the roads are good in Abuja and all. But like I said, someone said, why are Nigerians always looking down on Nigeria and all of that? But why were you laughing though?
So I don't know what the person who, you know, the person whose idea of, you know, hosting a tournament like this in Nigeria was thinking, but the first thing you think about when you want to host a tourney is that you
the Grand Prix, Formula One Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The first thing you think about is you're actually bringing people to come see 2 things: the infrastructure you have, and, you know, basically the infrastructure you have as regards the road, and of course, you know, the production of that particular thing. Do we produce that such cars here?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Right. So when you at least fix this one first, let's even get this one first. Then let's even do it locally here. Let's have our local drivers race on that road. Right. Let Nigerians go see it, and then you call the world, come and see what we have here. That's why the tournament is held across the world. If you don't have those things, there's no point.
All right. So I don't want you to talk too much on this. I'm hoping tomorrow we'll get it right. I'll be able to bring the twist to you regarding this particular hashtag, because I want for you to take a look at it and see the reactions people are making. Well, it looks like finally it worked. Yaba Left Online says National Sports Commission is the National Sports Commission has declared Nigeria's interest in hosting a Formula One Grand Prix. Let's take a look at the reactions quickly as we begin to wrap this up now. Scientist Kane Victory Johnson says if Nigeria pulls this off, it will be the first sub-Saharan African country to host F1. History in the making. Osaro PhD says maybe in Abuja. Sean says, as in Formula One, the one that they race cars, or baby Formula One, or baby formula for 1-year-olds. Gosh, that's sarcasm. Mine says, can you all just stay positive for once? Who says we can't work towards the perfect hosting of Formula One Grand Prix?
That was like you.
Wait, stop
optimistic.
It. Yes, we will do it. Go Tinubu, go Tinubu. I don't know why you added Tinubu, but guys, on that note, we are wrapping this particular one.
This is hilarious.
We are wrapping it up. I need to say thanks to everyone who contributed to making the show, but the bigger thanks goes to you guys for watching. Keep a date again with us, Ikechukwu and I, for the very last edition of Hashtag for this week. I'm talking about the Friday edition. Until then, take care of you. Bye.